And we're live. We're live.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me officially. We were just talking offline, I know. I mean, when I saw your progress pictures and Amber was telling me about your story and I get all your check-ins. I don't know if you know this, but I like look at all our clients' check-in
Oh,
forms. And like every week I just like notice such a great change. You spend so much time and you really let us know what's going on. It's been fantastic to watch. But really wanted to bring you on. So thank you for joining me. Why don't you tell everyone your name, a little bit about yourself, how you stumbled on the program?
yeah. So my name's Chenda Pham. I'm your sister-in-law. So I met you through my sister who married your brother Dylan. And I've actually have been following your program for quite some time. I know I tried it once, was kind of skeptical. I didn't stick with it, and I totally regret it to this day. Um, I've tried other programs, and you know what? They didn't work, and yours did. So I was like, okay, I need to do this again, and I need to put in 100% and just let the program, speak for itself. So here I am. Super happy, love Amber. She's amazing and a wonderful cheerleader, just so supportive. I don't think I would be here without her or the program. And I've tried everything for like a year and have lost zero weight. And 2 months with her, I didn't even think I could lose a pound. So I'm pretty happy and I'm still going. So I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you've been incredible. The results have been really cool, especially after hearing like that nothing had worked for you for so long. And I know you were telling me that, actually, well, you can tell us where was your health and everything prior to starting with us?
Yeah. So, gosh, at my best, I was, about 117, which I'm very petite.
Yeah.
So it was a good weight for me. Um, Gosh, after pandemic hit, I don't know what happened. I guess I fell into depression. I don't know, but I put on about 30, 40 pounds.
Mm.
And I've spent the last year trying to get it off. I did personal training sessions, I cut calories. I tried Noom. Those are all great programs, but nothing was working for me. And then when I was listening more to your podcast and hearing about your program and the whole mommy transformation and seeing all the wonderful pictures, I was like, okay, is this real? So I was like, I gotta try something. But it's been a journey. And I do want to say I think what I love most is the education around food. Especially as we age and get older, right? Like I didn't realize how much hormone my would impact me and my age because I'm over 40. But learning all that was like just life changing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think like the education part and just like, you were saying knowing hormonally, like, and you said that you just after 40, like things just kind of started changing and it was just really tough. And you noticed that too. Um, and I guess what has been, I guess what like have been your biggest wins since you started with us?
My biggest win, I'd say my self confidence
Yeah.
and just feeling better and happier in my own skin. I mean, before Amber came along, I was having trouble breathing due to my weight. Apparently, I had a lot of inflammation, food allergens that I wasn't aware of. And to be able to slowly start being able to fit into my clothes again and just feeling healthy and being able to breathe, I would say is a win.
Yeah, huge. I mean, and like, yeah, just like feeling confident in every day, like what you're wearing and your health, and just like not having to struggle with your breathing, because that's something that's very new for you, obviously, pre-pandemic. And then now it's
Mhm.
like a totally different, body that you were in. How for
Yeah.
you, like what's kind of been your favorite thing about, I know obviously you mentioned a lot with the education and just with Ambra, like what's been your favorite part about the program and just working with Ambra?
Being able to eat. She makes me eat a lot. And so being able to like eat and lose weight and not having to starve myself again, just for me, that educational piece. And she makes it so fun. She never makes me I feel guilty sometimes when I sneak in a little something something, but she's always like, "No, I don't want you to feel guilty." You know what? Like she gives me options and alternatives and really teaches she's teaching me a healthier way to think about food
Yeah.
and how I can still enjoy the things that I love but in moderation.
Yeah. And how do you feel like it has improved your, relationship with food? I think you're telling me offline, just like, beforehand, your relationship just wasn't the greatest, and now it's feeling a lot better.
Yeah, well, learning to eat uh food that will better fuel my body
Yeah.
for one, and I don't have to give up like the taste and the flavor, right?
Yeah.
There are really great options out there. I
Yeah.
had to just work past that barrier in my own head, which I think, for a lot of us, when we think of being fit, oh, it's just chicken and broccoli, but it's really more than that. Um, Sorry, I totally forgot what the
No, no,
question
no,
was, and I
you're
don't
on the
know if I
right track.
answered it.
You were talking about just we were talking about just like the relationship with food, just kind of repairing. And I think you were saying is like just understanding that you can still fit in the foods that you love and obviously eating more. And you were telling me offline too that like when Amber was first like, hey, you need to eat more, and you're like, no, like what how did you overcome that resistance? And like because a lot of people struggle with that and they're like a lot of stuff we're
Mhm.
doing is kind of against popular myths that we're kind of debunking. So like, how did you kind of get past that and just like, you know, get on board with it?
Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you, it took me a lot longer than I wanted because now I'm like, I would have just listened to her from the beginning. I'd be down so much right now. But I think it's it's just being open with her,
Yeah,
what my struggles were. And that was just a hard one for me, right? Because over the last 30, 40 years of yo-yo dieting, it's always been, you know, keeping those calorie counts low and increasing the workout. And I was doing that prior to this program, and I lost nothing. And it took I would say it took 4 weeks with me to just mentally, right? Like tell myself, I need to listen to Amber, I need to listen to Amber. And then sharing my struggles with her. I think slowly and with the results, I've been able to work through it. I
yeah,
still struggle though. Like when she told me that we're going to be going into reverse, I can't remember the correct
reverse dieting.
terminology. Yeah, and she's like, I'm gonna make you eat more calories." I was like, But I'm losing weight now, I don't wanna change anything." So, I'm kinda working through that
Yeah, hundred
too. It's
percent.
hard.
It's yeah. I mean, it's normal, right? Because like you're like, oh, I'm eating less and I'm seeing results, and you're like, wait, you're telling me to eat more, and like, how am I? That goes against like everything that I think about. Totally get that. Very normal, by the
Yeah.
way. What would you say to someone thinking about doing the program? Yeah, what would you say to someone that's kind of thinking about doing the program?
I would say if you are where I was, don't think and just do it, and just listen to your coach. Whatever you know, forget about it. Just listen to your coach and you will get results so much faster than I did. I resisted for gosh, a good, like I said, 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah,
And you can't change overnight. And that's what I love about this program is you guys don't want us to, right? Like I'm gonna continue because I'm not where I want to be.
yeah,
But like it's a lot of undoing psychologically of
mm,
what we think about food and dieting and weight loss,
yeah,
especially doing it in a healthy way. But for those that are watching, just do it.
yeah,
Dylan and team, they're great. I've worked with a couple of the trainers, and you guys are just really supportive and knowledgeable. And I think for me, that's the game changer
yeah.
compared to other programs that I've done in the past, and I've done it all.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you saying that. And obviously, um, kind of hearing your story and what you've been able to come both like from a mental aspect, but also like physically and just like feeling so much better. That's why I do what I do. And so I appreciate you and thank you so much
yeah.
for coming on. By the way, I forgot to say this in the beginning, but you're getting a $100 gift card. And if you're watching this live, if you comment hashtag live, I'm going to increase $5 for every comment on there. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, same thing, $5 extra for Chenda to buy some new clothes, because I'm sure you
Woo!
need them, having the transformation that you've had. And yeah, thank you so much for hopping on. Is there anything that you want to say before we hop off here? Or
Just you guys are wonderful. And honestly, like I was in such a terrible place and I did not think that I could be where I'm at today. So I just want to say thank you, thank you. And I love the program.
well,
So I'm excited to keep going.
yeah, same. Thank you so much for trusting. And, obviously, I'm sure you'd have to break Adam's kneecaps. Adam's my brother, by the way. Married to Chenda's sister. If anything had gone wrong. So, but no, I appreciate your trust and just like, and persistence in the system. And obviously, you had done, I think, 3 weeks. We did like a promotion last year. And now to ride it out for 12 weeks and do it all over again, try it and really dedicate yourself. Like, that speaks, a lot to your character and just like your perseverance. So thank you so much for doing that and being you and being awesome and seeing results.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing what you do.